trying not to be such a perfectionist, trying not to be all in instead of just easing into it.
What is up, Sara Squad? Welcome back to my channel, Lose Weight Sara, where I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds my way. It is Sunday morning. Happy Easter to those of you who celebrate. If you care, I don't celebrate Easter. I actually would be probably considered an atheist. I don't even like that label, to be completely honest. But that being said, I won't ever disrespect anybody for what they believe in. So if you celebrate religious holidays, more power to you. I don't, and that's just me. And that's the beauty of life, right? Is that we're all different. So you are with me this morning on my walk for today. Typically on Sundays, I go for a run at the track, but it's kind of chilly. It's like very weird weather here today. It's chilly and humid. You just never know what you're going to get here in the Midwest or the South, whatever you consider Oklahoma. I guess it's the southern part of the Midwest. I don't know. I'm out for a walk. I'm about halfway through. I've probably got about 20 minutes more. It is weigh-in day, so I weighed in this morning. Actually, okay, so back that up. I was supposed to weigh in yesterday, but I forgot. So I ended up weighing in this morning. So I'm going to share those results with you in a little bit. But we've got some stuff to do today. My office is a huge mess. So I figured I'd take you guys with me while I cleaned my office. And then I've got to get cleaned up. And then I think I will sit down with y'all and share my weight loss progress. So I just got back from my walk and I did a really good job. I was about 45 minutes or so, and I got about 4,600 steps in there. So shout out if you're in my Weekend Warrior Fitbit challenge. So yeah, I wanted to show you last weekend I had a ton of steps because I did my labor of love gardening. So I want to show you guys that because I got some cute little additions to add in there. So I'm going to show you that in a second before we go inside and start cleaning. Kind of a side note here though, if you guys want to be friends with me on Fitbit, I love doing challenges and stuff, even though I usually suck and I rarely win them. Just either send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, or drop me a comment below on how I can get in touch with you, and I'll give you my information and we can be Fitbit friends. Yay! So let's take a look at my little garden setup that I mostly did last weekend and I added a little bit to just yesterday. So I've had a really hard time growing stuff here. So I got kind of like an indestructible plant. This is a Rose of Sharon, and I added some pinwheels, my Japanese maple there. This is something I'm really excited about here. These are strawberries, and look at that little baby. Isn't it so cute? I'm very excited. These are doing great. I've never done container strawberries, but I've got just some standard flowers. My gargantuan aloe plant, which is doing great. Look at that. I just propagated this last week, and it's just going bonkers. Actually, there's all its babies that are trying to root up, so... Then I got this little hydrangea bush. There's a lot of pollen all over everything. But isn't that pretty? Look at these flowers. Just love that purple color. And then if we come back over here, I've got some more flowers. This is probably my favorite area of the garden. It's just really cute. I got lots of purple pansies. This is a butterfly bush that's doing really well. It's already got some little kind of tiny flowers coming in on it. I'm a little nervous that the soil here is not draining. You see those yellow leaves? That's what that would be from. But I'm just keeping an eye on it for now, and I'm not purposely watering it. So if you have any tips for that, let your girl know, because I really don't want this to die. I want this bush to do well. And then I got these little butterfly stakes here. And please don't mind my giant bait station there. I live out in the country, so there's always mice. So yeah, so there's my little garden. I'm very proud of this. It came out really pretty. So, yeah. All right, so now it's time to go inside and start cleaning, which you can tell I'm procrastinating because I'm out here talking to you guys about my plants and my garden. But anyway, I do want to tell you all about what went well this week, what didn't go well this week, and then after that I'll get all cleaned up and give you guys my weigh-in results.
All right, the office is clean. I'm clean. I'm just feeling generally really good about things. So let's talk about how this last week went. There were some areas that I needed improvement, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I went into this last week without any kind of plan. The only thing that I really did that was like me making an effort was really thinking consciously about when and what I was eating. A couple of you had messaged me. Big thank you to Ketosis Focus and my good friend Deanna over at Adventures of Deanna. Deanna has actually done the Corinne Crabtree No BS group challenge, and she documented that really well on her channel. And then just recently, Lydia over at Ketosis Focus had messaged me and said, hey, you should really check this out. I think it might speak to you. And so I really appreciated that. And I did go ahead and you can like enter your email on Corinne Crabtree's website, and she sends you a couple of videos that really kind of outline what the No BS program is. And while I don't think that I need to spend $300 and then $60 a month on a program, some of the things she said definitely did speak to me. So I've been checking out her podcast and I've watched those videos a couple times, and just one of the things that I really kind of focused on this last week was asking myself, am I hungry? What kind of hunger is this? And have I had enough? And that actually was really effective for me. It's not something I've tried in the past, and it is nice because it doesn't really like limit the type or kind of food that you're eating. You can eat technically what you want, but you just have to consciously think about it and make smarter choices. And I did do that for the most part. I think there was one day where I was especially stressed from work. If I haven't told you guys yet, I'm like full blown, like actually doing my job functions now. And it's a little stressful because I don't know a lot. And me as a person, I like to be the person that knows how to do things. And it's been really hard for me, like letting go of that. So something I'm working on personally for work, but that really does tie into my weight loss journey, is that I don't have to be the person that knows how to do everything or does everything the right way. It's okay to make mistakes. There's not a need to be perfect all the time. And I think trying to let some of that pressure off me is something I'm going to continue to work on personally. So that being said, really focused on what and how much I was eating. And other than that, I really didn't do much. I didn't get a whole lot of exercise in, had a lot of errands and stuff that I had to run with the kids. And so that took up a bunch of time. And I just really didn't put that much effort in. The nice thing is, despite the fact that I really didn't do that much, I still made some progress and I'm really proud of myself. So last week my weigh-in was 261.8 pounds. This week's weigh-in, I was 259.4 pounds. That is a loss of 2.4 pounds. So woohoo! I'm very excited about that. With minimum effort and just making conscious choices, I did a pretty darn good job. So I really have no room to complain there, and I want to keep moving in this direction. So fingers crossed, I'm just going to try to have more of a plan coming into this week. So this morning, as I was drinking my coffee, I sat down and I wrote out the things that I was going to eat this week. And that's a commitment that I can make to myself. And one thing I did a little bit differently, you guys know, and I'll link it above here, I have this really great food planner. And I typically sit down and plan out a month's worth of meals. Well, things change in a month, right? Stuff comes up, there's things to do. And so what I did was I committed to just planning out the week ahead of me. I think that's just enough time. It doesn't require a whole lot of thinking or planning ahead, and it's just a bit more flexible too. So if something comes up next week, I don't have to be like, oh my God, now I have to change around my whole meal plan. I can just know that that's coming and kind of adjust that way. So a little bit less pressure. And again, that goes back to what I was saying, is trying not to be such a perfectionist, trying not to be all in instead of just easing into it. And I think that is going to really help me moving forward, so long as I stick to it. I hope you guys have a really great week going ahead. Remember your goals, remember your reasons why, and don't be too hard on yourself. I think that's probably the biggest thing I've learned over the last 2 years, is that if you're really too hard on yourself without understanding that, you know, this takes a lot of discipline and consistency, and you're changing habits that you've had probably a longer part of your life than you even think, you have to be gentle to yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. So keep that in mind as you're going through your week. If you make a mistake, you got endless opportunities to make up for that. Just, you know, do what you have to do. Everybody knows how to lose weight, right? It's not rocket science. It doesn't require any type of crazy diet. It's just being consistent, keeping your calories in, calories out in a deficit so that you can move the scale downward, and being honest with yourself about what and why and how much you're eating. If you have a non-scale victory to share, I would love to hear it. Please drop it in the comments below. And until next time, I'll see you real soon.